kids. Today our story is about Maisie the mindful mouse. Let's begin our story. Are you ready? At the edge of a wide sunny field lived Maisie the mouse. Maisie loved to collect things, not just food, but beautiful things. Shiny pebbles, fluffy dandelion parachutes, and tiny curled pieces of wood. Maisie believed that if something was pretty, she had to bring it back to her burrow. As autumn arrived, the field became a true treasure trove, especially the farmer's leftover grain. Maisie started carrying back huge loads, much more than she could ever eat, just because she didn't want the perfect grains to go to waste, or worse, for another mouse to get them first. The burrow is cramped, bursting with food and trinkets, leaving Maisie hardly any room to move. Maisie's eyes dart around a whirlwind of anxiety and determination in her small face.
Oh dear, if only I had a bigger burrow. I must get these inside. They are perfect. If I leave, someone will take them.
Finch descends, landing softly in the field, his gaze drawn to Maisie's tireless work.
Good morning, Maisie. Why are you working so hard to fill your sleeping room? Isn't that where you need space to rest?
I can't bear to see such perfect stalks go to waste.
But Maisie, if you take only what you need and leave the rest here, you use the field as your extra pantry. And if you use too much, too fast, what happens when winter truly sets in?
Maisie thought about Finch's question, a conflict of desire and responsibility swirling in her eyes as she had already filled her burrow past bursting. A sudden storm descends upon the farmer's field, the night sky pierced by flashes of lightning. Wind howls, scattering loose grain across the mud, a chaotic dance under the stormy sky. Rain lashes down, turning the earth into a muddy mire, swallowing the scattered seeds. The wheat stalks, once golden and proud, are now battered and broken, a testament to the storm's fury. Each drop of rain is a hammer blow, ruining Maisie's forgotten harvest. The storm rages on, leaving behind a trail of destruction, a somber mark on the land. Maisie emerges from her burrow, her whiskers twitching, surveying the devastated field with growing dismay. Nearby, Mrs. Burrow's face is etched with worry as she surveys the soaked earth.
Oh dear. The storm ruined what was left on the ground. I was waiting until today to gather my winter stash, but there is hardly anything dry left. I fear I won't have enough.
Inside Maisie's burrow, trinkets and treasures overflow, a testament to a life lived amidst gathered wonders. Maisie's gaze sweeps across her hoard, a sudden pang of guilt striking her heart. She recognizes the weight of her actions, realizing she's lost the joy of sharing with others. A shadow of regret darkens her eyes as she confronts the solitude of her hoarding.
Mrs. Burrow, please wait here.
Maisie rushed back to her burrow and she brought out the perfectly dry, strong wheat stalks she had saved. She gave them to Mrs. Burrow and then she went back into the field.
I don't need all the wheat. I just need to find the best, driest 10 grains right now.
Maisie stopped trying to grab everything at once. She became mindful. She found that by searching carefully and taking only a little at a time, she was more efficient. She found that by searching carefully and taking only a little at a time, she was more efficient. She also discovered that the remaining grain was drying out beautifully because she hadn't disturbed. She realized that by using moderation and resourcefulness, she secured what she needed without greed and left plenty for others. Maisie learned the essential lesson of moderation and resourcefulness. She understood that the field was a gift that needed respect. She stopped hoarding and started sharing, and she never ran out of food or friends again. She learned that by taking only what you truly need, you ensure that there is always enough for everyone, and that the greatest treasure is not the size of your collection, but the generosity in your heart. Kids, That's a wonderful story about sharing and caring for others. We'll see you on next video. Bye until then.